Hi there, my name is Ange and this week we are doing a time to explore, and it's time to explore the Me Too movement. And the reason why I'm doing the Me Too movement is because, well, it's been back in social media and the news this week because of a guy called Tony Robbins, and he's like what I guess you could describe as a motivational speaker of sorts, who is also into like NLP kind of things. And there was a lady who attended one of these conferences, I guess you could call it seminar, whatever, more like constant, I'd say. And her name was, and I apologise if I screw this pronunciation up, Nanine McCool. She took umbrage to something that he had to say about the movement, and she thought he was misrepresenting the movement by saying that it allowed people to become victims. Failed to see how, but you know, everybody's got their own opinion. I've watched the 11-minute video and I will link it in the comments below so you can also judge for yourself. And I will be fair to this Tony Robbins guy that he did also release a statement afterwards, which I'll also link below, so you can judge for yourself, because after all this is all my opinion. But yeah, stuff went down in that video that I had to say I found disgusting. Part of it was he was using his height advantage and I guess sort of like his popularity to try and belittle her, or at least that's the impression that I got. At one point in the video he has got his like what looks like his fist and he's using it to push her away. Now he's about 6'10", I think, and the lady looked about my height, which is about 5'4", 5'5". The point I'm trying to make is there's like a discernible height difference, and he's pushing her, and of course natural human reaction, she was trying to resist it, and I'm not sure why he was doing that or what point he was trying to make. But it was just sort of shocking, especially when he was like getting the crowd to cheer and join him by going, you know, if you agree, go, yeah! Very American. But yeah, and another worrying point was that he described in the video about an associate of his, who was apparently very famous in Hollywood, and how he would not hire the most qualified person because she was a woman who happened to be fairly attractive, apparently. Well, very attractive. Here's the thought, guys. If you're gonna have trouble keeping your penis under control and in your underwear, you're the problem. This isn't all guys, because you know some guys have managed to learn how to keep control of their penis and their sexual urges and behave like decent human beings. Apparently Hollywood has a problem. So glad I'm not in Hollywood. But yeah, in general terms though, basically I do support the Me Too movement, and if you're not sure what I'm babbling on about with regards to Me Too, I will put like a sort of, I'll link to like a primer in the description as well. And basically, like some of the stuff that's been coming out as a result of Me Too, like the Harvey Weinstein stuff, which, you know, everybody knows about, and the Kevin Spacey stuff, has meant that people have now felt empowered or confident enough to come forward and say, you know what, I've been sexually assaulted, or I've been raped, or I've been attacked, or like have just been treated in a way sexually that isn't appropriate. And I think it's great that people are now able to come out and say that, because, you know, it's 2018 and it's about bloody time that men learned what is acceptable and what isn't, and also what women learn what is acceptable and what isn't. To be fair to Tony Robbins, one point he did make was how Me Too can be used as a way of becoming a victim. Some people may see it like that. I personally don't. For me, it isn't about empowerment, it is about education, and it is about, you know, women finally starting to get respected by men, and, you know, that power balance is starting to balance out, because we're not afraid to speak up and say, you know what, this isn't acceptable, this is wrong, it's about time, you know, you acknowledge your behaviour was not right, and this is how you can correct it and not make the same mistakes in future. So yeah, I think it's brilliant for them reasons. Anyhow, I've babbled on enough. I've been Angela, otherwise known as Pumpkin, and next video will be up on Sunday. So till then, bye bye.